大家好，我是 Jason Wang 王凯杰。
I'm starting my journey through the world of Michelin-starred dining. I've got an appetite for learning about the culture of the countries I'll visit, using delicious foods and flavors to record my travels. Armed with my 5 senses, I want to take a closer look at how masterful chefs prepare the finest cuisine in the world. Come with me. Let's explore what it truly takes to create a Michelin star-worthy meal. On this trip, I'll be visiting 3 countries in Central Europe, starting in Hungary and then continuing on to Austria and the Czech Republic. Today, I'll be visiting a restaurant located on the banks of the Danube River that has recently joined the ranks of Michelin-starred dining, earning its first star in 2019. I'm hopping on one of Budapest's historic trams to start my Michelin food journey. The restaurant, full of inspiration from Hungarian traditions, is Babel.
Hello, how are you?
Good evening.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Babel.
Thank
Please,
you.
let me show your table.
Thank you. This is so exciting. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Great. Actually, I bring the menu.
Oh, thank you.
Jason.
我们看一下他们的 menu， 就是有2个选择，一个是 5 course， 一个是 10 course。那我要特地要讲一下，就是这种米其林等级的餐厅，通常是不是你单叫一样菜的？主厨有一个很固定的这种想法，一种 journey， 他要把你带在这样子。菜单跟我们在亚洲看的有一点不一样，因为每一道菜不是有名字，像苍蝇头啊，或是腌笃鲜这种的 name actually has the ingredients 食材用得到里头。今天我穿了一个比较正式的blazer， 那是因为我来这种的等级的，就是男生要穿一种比较正式的这种西装的外套。那我们选一下我们的 5 course classic， 很期待到时候我们的主厨是要怎么样表现他的这种 creative point of view。
Describing Babel, the Michelin Guide writes, a stylish, intimate restaurant run with a real passion by the owner and his young team. Cooking is innovative and flavorful. Dishes on the Babel Classic menu are informed by the chef's Transylvanian heritage, and each has a story to tell, while dishes on the tasting menu are more ambitious with some playful elements. Today I'm selecting Babel's 5-course classic, which was the same menu tasted by the inspectors from the Michelin Guide. This menu represents the restaurant's initial passport into starred dining and will give me a firm grounding in Chef István's cuisine.
Hello, hi, how are you?
I'm fine, you, sir?
Wonderful. Oh my gosh.
So that would be our chef's first course.
Thank you so much. Thank
Please.
you. Thanks. 我真的觉得这一道菜相当特别。Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I'm really curious about the composition of this dish. Do you think it might be possible if the head chef might have a moment to come out?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, wonderful.
While we're waiting for the chef, why don't you try to venture a guess of what this dish is? I think the answer will surprise you.
Oh, hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Jason.
Nice to meet you. I'm István.
Since 2019, István has garnered tremendous admiration as a Michelin-starred chef in Hungary. He was born in the Transylvanian region of Romania, and because his family ran their own restaurant, has been passionate about cooking since childhood. Already having dreams of earning a Michelin star at age 14, István eventually went to Paris to learn cooking at the renowned École supérieure de cuisine française. After graduating, he continued on by working in Michelin-starred restaurants in Paris, Dublin, Ireland, and England. I've now come to his restaurant in Budapest to taste how Chef István has transformed the memories of his childhood in Transylvania and classic Hungarian flavors into his signature cuisine.
And this is your first dish that I'm tasting here, and I mean I think it's very interesting. It's a chicken liver.
Chicken liver,
right?
yeah.
I think it's really interesting because in Asian countries you never see liver done into a mousse. Typically they leave the liver whole. If somebody came in from Asia and they didn't know, they would think that's like a chocolate ice cream or something like that. Wow, the texture is outstanding. 很滑润。而且有这个脂肪，然后上面放了一点这些盐巴，会咔嚓咔嚓。What was your concept for this dish?
I wanted to use a simple ingredient like the chicken liver. Most of the chefs in Hungary are using a foie gras. That's why I use chicken liver. It's a cheaper version.
But you made it something very luxurious.
And highlight a Michelin star dish.
Okay. And tell me about all these different crispy things here.
Yeah, it's a biscuit. The other one is shallot.
Oh.
And the third one is peeling of the apple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
这个是苹果削的皮，它用苹果这边在泥，然后用皮放在这边，等于是所有的食材的全部部分都用到了。而且因为有甜度，然后也有很鲜的这种味道，而且有不同的口感，又脆又滑，然后又有一点像芋泥的这种感觉。Together, it's a wonderful combination. And can you tell me a little bit about your concept of like plating? Do you like asymmetry or?
Yeah. I like in my plating, I always say perfection in imperfection.
You choose the plate, right, for
Yeah,
the
of course.
plating as well?
It's made just for Babel.
István explains that he is a very visual chef. From the selection of tableware to the choice of plates for every dish, each element must be considered so he can express his perfect artistic ideal. He feels that even before guests are able to taste, they must first enjoy and be satisfied with their eyes. In this style of dining, important points such as the personality of the chef, his or her creativity, and ingredient and flavor preferences will be revealed through the food and should harmonize with the environment and decor of the restaurant. Consideration of all these elements and their interplay is significant in Michelin star ratings.
我完全不知道这是什么东西，但是是说有 galuska， 还有蛋，还有 lettuce。Truffles.
Yeah.
Truffles. 这一道菜里头的是小面条，好像有一点像我们台湾的面疙瘩类的东西，有 QQ 的这种咬劲，不是死面的这种，然后滑滑的感觉，然后就是很香的这种黑松露的 perfume 在这边。And can you tell me a little bit about galushkas? This is a traditional food?
Yeah, it's a traditional food. So this is our bestseller dish.
How these noodles are shaped?
So we have a special equipment
Oh.
for this noodle. Yeah, it's a Hungarian equipment.
And it's pressed, it's extruded, or
Yeah,
it's not
pressed,
cut.
yeah.
Okay.
Every Hungarian family has a home. And this
Oh,
kind
really?
Of, yeah.
Typically, when do people have galushka, or what do they usually eat it with?
They doesn't eat with truffle.
Well, yeah.
No truffle.
And what is the typical dressing? Is it like butter or?
No, just with egg and lettuce.
Let me try the.
It's a little bit sour. It's sour lettuce.
吃到嘴巴里很脆的这种感觉，而且是腌制过的，酸的东西可以解腻。
So
That's awesome.
there's an okatli made from the fresh egg. There's another egg texture, the egg foam on the top. There's the other one, dried salted egg yolk.
Awesome.
So I'm using the eggs in
three
ways.
different ways.
Yeah.
所以我觉得是很有意义，就是一个食材做3种的不同的 component 在一道菜上。
And this would be your third one, which is actually the fish course, the octopus.
Octopus.
Yes, please.
Oh gosh.
Please enjoy.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Is that the way to do it? Okay. Now, I think it's, whoa, what's in here?
There's an octopus, and another foam is it's bacon foam.
And is this, what kind of?
Tulip.
Tulip. 郁金香的花瓣
So
and it
fresh.
looks like, is it pickled or fresh?
No, it's
Fresh.
fresh.
这个上面的好像是用果冻类的东西。What is the gelling agent?
Balsamic vinegar to blank it.
Oh.
And the top there is a powder, tomato powder.
Octopus 的这种口感是很嫩的，然后搭了这种的 balsamic 醋有酸度。I think that it's really nice the acidity and the balance from the balsamic vinegar that goes really well with the octopus. I think it's a really nice balance.
Yeah, for me the balance is really important in a dish.
So how many times did you test this dish before it came to this iteration?
Of course, I'm testing a lot for perfection.
How did you get such an interesting concept?
I wanted to use octopus with Hungarian ingredients.
And the other thing is, I noticed on a lot of your plating now, there's a lot of negative space. And I notice things tend to be a little bit hidden.
Yeah.
What's your thought behind
I never
that?
plating in the center. I don't know why. I feel comfortable to plate on the side and to hide everything.
We are in Hungary and I don't see any oceans nearby. So how come you're using octopus here today?
Yeah, most of the guests are used to ask this question. So I'm using ingredients from the big Hungary. This octopus is actually from Croatian coast. It was part of the
OK. 原来最大的匈牙利有包括不同种的这些国家，所以这个是从 Croatia 来的，所以他真的是想到匈牙利的这些传统的 heritage， 而且这些很 traditional 的这种食材做法，怎么样可以把它们全部再完整 put them together in a really 新鲜的很 fresh 的 way.
Did you know? It was this very dish of octopus that surprised Michelin inspectors upon their visit and helped contribute to Chef István's first star. The region of Transylvania belonged to the Kingdom of Hungary from 1000 to 1526 AD. Unlike traditional Hungarian cuisine, which favors use of pork fat like mangalica, Transylvanian cuisine tends towards vegetable oil and dairy products, and also uses fruits in many savory dishes to contribute sweetness and acidity. The chicken liver with apple puree course I just tasted is a perfect example. What kind of surprise will Chef István bring us next?
Uh-oh, what's this?
This is actually
Something
your
fancy.
refreshing part of your dinner, sir.
Whoa.
This is the sorbet, please.
Sorbet.
And now we just like to make it work a little bit.
Okay.
Because you can actually just crush these leaves, which would be some basil, some tarragon, and some mint leaves. So please crush it with the half of the muddler.
Oh wow.
It's not need to crush it like a powder. If you have it's enough. That's perfect, actually.
Whoa.
That's great. And actually, your apple sorbet is on the way, which is coming now.
So fun, and the sound of the like leaves crunching. 你可以听到那个声音，就是里头的香料都被啪都砸碎了。
And we are just finishing it with the apple sorbet, which is already finished with a touch of lime as well.
Oh my
so
God.
please roll the sorbet into the herbs
Okay.
and enjoy it that way.
That's so cool. How'd you come up with this?
I don't know. It was.
You don't know? You're a genius, I tell you. Why apple? Why?
I like apple. It's my favorite fruit.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 所以又冰又滑润，嚼就变成就化掉了，所以很多种口感都在这边。而且你看那么漂亮的绿色 I think the green color is just really, really stunning and
My favorite color.
your favorite color. Okay, I'm gonna like steal this from you. Like, can I make this at home?
I wanted to create something simple and good.
Something simple? Do you think this is simple? 米其林主厨的这种的 crazy 想法，他们自己认为都很简单，但是 it's 很 complicated， 所以你可以完全享受到他的这种创意力就在这边。Now, I'm just curious, why is this particular course served at this point in the meal?
It's before the main course.
Okay. Okay.
I want to clean all the pellets before
Okay.
the main course.
So this is neck of lamb, and what is the crispy item on the top here?
So it's a crispy milk skin.
Milk skin.
It's actually the fat of the milk.
Ah.
So we dry out and then I'm gonna bake it.
So is it just like a cream layer on the top that you? But do you have to heat it to get that to separate, or you just
We have to heat it up to 60 degrees. Then we take out the skin and dry out.
完全跟我们台湾的做豆类的东西相当接近。It has a beautiful crunch flavor. I'm gonna get into the lamb here. I think it's curious. Why did you pick lamb neck? There isn't that much meat on the neck of the lamb. Is that right?
I like to use unusual parts of the animals. It's like neck. Neck is the most flavorful.
I see. You like to challenge.
I never
yourself.
use an easy part of it.
What am I tasting here that's on top of that's underneath?
So
here?
it's actually mashed vegetables. Different kinds of lightly colored vegetables cooked in the way of the cheese. So it's homemade cheese made by me. It's lavender cheese, and the way was what is coming out from the cheese. I cooked the vegetables in it.
Wow！ 所以原来这里头是他自己做的，亲手做的 cheese， 有 lavender 的口味在里头，而且 cheese 做出来的这些乳奶，它还用来炖这些生菜啊，然后再把它打成泥。这边又是牛奶的第二种用法，很有层次，因为用一个 product 然后做成两个不同的做法，这是很有经验的。
Oh, Jason, would you like to taste the wine pairing with this dish?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh, wonderful. And what is this I'm drinking? It's a...
This is a Furmint.
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 Okay. Wow, very minerally, very fresh. Wow.
In Michelin-starred dining, the pairing of wine with the food is also an essential component. The restaurant has a comprehensive wine list with selections specially curated by the sommelier. The wine I just drank came from Tokaj, Hungary's oldest and most famous wine region, which earned its World Heritage Site designation by UNESCO in 2002 and produces exceptional wines from unique varietals. Many Michelin restaurants in Hungary are able to pair their cuisine with locally produced wines of the finest quality, a luxury which Michelin restaurants in other countries may not have access to.
所以我吃一口肉，然后喝一口酒。我尝到 lamb， 然后有一点点的羊肉味，但是这个肉是 very tender 很滑，然后但是配上这个酒好像把所有这些 lamb 的这种 flavor 全部都 combine 在一起，而且是有一种很 fresh 很 bright 的这种口感。那这两个真的是非常配得很好。
What a revelation to have lamb neck prepared like this. The tenderness of the meat, the crunch of the milk cracker, the creaminess of the handmade lavender cheese, and the softness of the vegetable puree cover the element of texture on all levels. This dish highlights Chef István's no-waste philosophy to food and showcases so well his unique creative approach to cooking.
Hi again.
Okay. Unfortunately, the last time.
Oh no!
So
wow.
That would be your dessert, but our sous chef Adam just would like to finish with some tomato powder on the top.
What?
This would be the snow
What?
wine.
What? Oh my
Please enjoy.
gosh! Thank you. It's amazing. 这个盘子是完全是冰的，所以真的是很讲究。What is this amazing? It looks like an iceberg with kind of fresh
exactly.
water
Exactly.
on the top.
Exactly.
你看上面的，你看这个。好像像一滴一滴一滴的水在一块，好像是刚下雪，我挖了一块就摆在这边。So can you tell us a little bit about this dessert?
So it's an elderflower, rhubarb, tomato, and yogurt combination dessert.
And the little drips of the liquid on top, what is that?
It's elderflower gel. you remember the yogurt sauce, the whey sauce?
Oh, yes, yes. Okay.
So we hang up the yogurt.
Oh.
We use the whey for the sauce, and
This is the yogurt.
The rest for the. We are using everything.
所有的部分都有用到啊。Okay, here we go.
Try to
Get a
eat
bite.
everything.
Everything. Now I know there's probably something hidden underneath, right?
Yeah, of course.
Surprise! Yeah. 哦，还有脆的东西在里头。你看不同种的这种口感，你已经看得清清楚楚的，蓬松的这种，还有滑润的，还有一块一块的，我们尝尝看。This is really good， 太好吃了。里头的口感又是香味，又是这种的 rhubarb 里头腌制过了，又是口感是滑的，又是绵绵的，然后又是脆的饼干在里头，然后又是一嘴巴的香味of 这种接骨木花。Boom, boom, yum.
With his 5-course Babel Classic tasting menu and the stunningly delightful apple sorbet, Chef István has used his cooking to take me on a surprising and delicious journey. Traditionally humble elements such as chicken liver, galuska, octopus, and paprika, after being transformed by Chef István's creativity and his childhood memories, turn into unexpectedly novel tastes and textures. Young István Veres from Transylvania successfully and deservedly earned his first Michelin star in 2019, fulfilling his childhood dreams and becoming one of only 6 Michelin-starred chefs in all of Hungary.
You recently received a Michelin star. Did you know that when people came in, the inspector was here? Or I think there's often we hear stories in Asia about, oh, somebody put a fork on the floor, or, oh, did you know it was them? And you're wondering what happened. So
I know for sure because he came in the kitchen.
And said, hi, I'm the Michelin inspector.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
After 6 months was the Michelin award,
Yeah.
and then we knew it. We got a star. This afternoon, around 4 o'clock.
Congratulations again to Chef István and the team at Babel for their efforts. They are now globally recognized as one of Hungary's brightest culinary stars. As I mentioned already, in addition to exquisite cuisine, Michelin-level restaurants must also have exceptional wines carefully selected by the sommelier, who works closely with the chef to determine pairings that will enhance the flavors in the food. Next, let's meet another important contributor to Babel's Michelin-starred dining experience, sommelier Peter Blazowski.
Peter, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us today. So
Thank you
I'm
very
very curious, in a wonderful restaurant such as Babel, what's your philosophy on wine and how it fits in with the whole concept of the dining experience?
Yes, first of all, I have to tell you that we were the first in this category. We had only Hungarian wines. So
Oh,
we
really?
have yes,
Whoa, okay.
yes. So we have only Hungarian wines, about 300 different labels,
Okay.
and most of these wines are only available at this restaurant because rare vintages, small production, small
Sure.
wineries, and that's why I try to buy all bottles.
Okay.
I call it balance-based food and wine pairing, and it means that I think that our dishes are already balanced.
Okay.
And if I would pick up a flavor with the wine, that would
Yeah.
erase the balance of the food. So that's why I'm not pairing flavors.
Okay.
I try to pair structures and balances. I try to find a wine with exactly the same balance, and that's the main point. So you have to taste the dishes and the wines that way, maybe only once.
Sure.
Put a small part, every ingredient at the same time, with the wine at the same time. That's what food and wine
Gotcha.
is all about.
Whenever Chef István devises a new menu, the first person to consult with is often sommelier Peter. The two work together trying to balance various flavor components in order to create a third new flavor combination between the wine and the food. So much detail goes into creating the quality in a Michelin-starred dining experience. Peter also suggests that I visit the Tokaj wine region, so I'll add that to my itinerary for this trip. But at the moment, I have a fantastic opportunity to dig deeper into the secrets of Michelin-starred cuisine. Chef István will be making a visit to a farm supplying many of his finest ingredients, and I'm gonna tag along. After an hour's drive from Budapest, we arrive at the farm that helps make Babel's cuisine so special.
Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm
Great to have you here.
Jason.
I'm Agustin.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. What is that?
And can you tell us a little bit about what role you play in this organization here?
We are organic farmers.
Uh-huh.
We are farming on 260 hectares.
Wow.
We mainly have orchards and we grow vegetables, and we also have some crop production.
Oh, crop production.
Yeah, our target is to have like really high quality ingredients for the chefs as well.
Wonderful.
So yeah, we try to do our best.
So can we go take a look?
Sure, definitely.
Wonderful. Okay, let's go.
This organic farm is one of Chef István's coveted suppliers. The farm also offers top ingredients to many of Hungary's finest restaurants. Chef István insists that at least 75% of the ingredients he uses must come from Hungary. Locality of ingredients also happens to be a factor in Michelin ratings. Only by using local and seasonal ingredients can you best show off the flavors unique to a particular region.
哇，我的天，你看这个果园真的有够大了吧 ？What plant this is right here?
Yeah, this is an apricot.
Apricot.
The
Okay.
Hungarian favorite.
Oh yeah.
Because it's really sweet
Very very sweet.
and
Yeah, big one.
I can
try,
take one.
try,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
please try.
你看这个多漂亮，这是新鲜的杏 ，OK， 这是杏树是台湾是没有的。This is grown without pesticides or chemicals.
It's grown without pesticides. We don't use pesticides, but we use some fungicides.
Okay. If you're only using fungicide, how come there's no insect damage?
We can use hormone.
Oh, okay. So pheromone repellent
Pheromone
type.
repellent,
Oh, okay. May I try one?
Yes.
Okay. The texture's great, it's flavorful and juicy, and I mean, even in Boston, Massachusetts, and United States, you often don't get fresh apricots, so it's such a treat. Wow.
It's a good climate for it.
How do you use these in? Oh, wow.
Almost this one. Almost this one.
Oh, it's just 所以你看，这个是完全没有成熟的，但是还会用这个来做菜。So how would you use these in the restaurant?
So I mostly like to use this harag ones. It's coming from my childhood memories. I used to eat a lot when I was children.
Oh.
Maybe it's because the bitter and the
Bitter.
sour taste.
Okay.
So nowadays I'm using in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
I'm pickling it or fermenting. And I'm also using the seeds, the inside of the seeds.
In the 10-course tasting menu, Chef István pairs apricot seed with quail in one of the dishes. This use of fruit in savory preparations echoes the traditions of Transylvanian cuisine. Hungarian apricots are nearly as famous as the country's foie gras and are grown as an important specialty fruit. Hungary produces more than 40,000 metric tons per year, and the fruit is also exported to Austria and Germany. In addition to apricots, the farm has also planted plums and sour cherries, which are both Hungarian specialties. Both of the farm's owners have extensive backgrounds. Agustin is an agronomist who studied in Germany, and Boldazar has degrees in environmental management and organic agriculture. 4 years ago, the two teamed up to start this organic farm with the goal of offering Hungarian agricultural products of the highest quality. In addition to the orchard, they have recently started to raise some other pets.
Wow, so we're here with these amazing chickens, and can you tell us a little bit what breed of chicken is it?
Yeah, it's a Hungarian breed.
Oh, wow.
And you can see it's free range. They could pick the insects, so they have like a happy life actually.
They have a very happy life. Are these chickens for meat or for eggs?
They are mainly for eggs.
For eggs!
For the quality of the ingredients to be excellent, there will always be only one important point: treating animals kindly. As long as these chickens eat healthy food and have a happy life, the quality of their eggs will shine. This is why Chef István came to visit. He wants to make sure that products for his restaurant are being raised in a humane and happy way.
The chickens! Ah! Oh my gosh, they're eggs. Wow! How often do they lay the eggs?
Almost every day.
Almost
Actually,
every day?
we pick almost every day. It's not that big, but actually it tastes very good.
I'm
you know?
sure with all the things that they're eating here.
Yeah, we really care about like the taste.
Of course, the most important consideration for a chef is taste, so even the quality of a seemingly humble chicken egg must be taken into account. Now we head on a half-hour drive to our next location. In this large field, there are also important ingredients for Chef István.
So, can you tell us a little bit about where we are right now?
Yeah, we are just next to the potato field.
Potatoes!
Yeah.
And so some of these potatoes will go to István, your restaurant, is that right?
Yes, I'm gonna put on the menu in 2 weeks.
Oh, and how do you like to use the potatoes in your restaurant?
I like to use the whole part of the potato,
Okay.
the peeling as well.
Oh, the peelings
Yeah,
too.
because I think the peeling has the most flavor. Now in 2 weeks, I'm gonna put in the menu as a dessert.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pairing with the green walnuts
Oh, wow.
and the cream.
The potatoes, they're hiding underground, is that right?
Yeah.
Can we go take a look? Okay, let's go take a look. So the potatoes that are here, how are they grown? What's the method for growing them? Pesticides, or do you need like herbicides, or?
No, we don't use any herbicide or pesticide.
Okay.
It's an organic field. It's an organic potato.
观众朋友们，真的是很难得有这个机会，这么大一个田里头，那米其林主厨那带我们来这边来找他的秘密的这些 secret ingredient. Is there any technique for harvesting the potatoes out of the ground?
Yeah, please pull it out, like carefully.
And just from the
Yeah, let's have a look.
okay.
Like gently as you.
他叫我要慢慢的从
Potatoes.
慢慢的拉出来 ，OK？ 那这边
There are some. Oh! One is here.
I broke it.
Yeah,
okay.
there are many.
Wow. How do these potatoes look, chef?
Yeah, amazing.
And is this the size that you would use, or what size do you
I like this
typically-
side. This side. I mean, last year I used this side,
Yeah.
but now I can use.
And typically, do you try to serve them whole, or do you, are you turning them into a mash or puree, or do you try to just?
As I say, I'm using for dessert, and I'm using as a mashed potato.
Oh wow.
Discuss them first.
Yeah.
What they want to, which variety, what do they use it for, and we choose the variety together.
Chef's creative inspiration is closely linked to nature in the field. He stays in constant contact and works closely with the farm. Considerations of the details of taste, variety, and size of each item all play a role in what we come to enjoy as the end product on our plate of Michelin-starred cuisine. There is really so much care put into constructing such a meal. Many sincere thanks to Chef István for taking me along today to understand his creative process and to experience the true spirit behind Michelin-level cooking. Later, Chef István will prepare a special dish with me, so I have a food postcard to remember Budapest by. I'm really looking forward to it. For now, I say farewell as I return to Budapest so I can experience some of its unique cafe culture. Since the era of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the city has been filled with cafes. With a history of more than 100 years, the cafe I'm visiting has hosted the likes of Picasso, Madonna, Brad Pitt, and Angelina Jolie. And I've heard that this shop has a dessert that features apricots.
我们今天来到 Budapest， 非常高兴有机会来到这一家1858年开始营业的 Cafe Gerbeau。那这家餐厅是又有很漂亮的甜点，而且有很深的历史。So Kathleen, so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And a pleasure to come to Cafe Gerbeau, where there's a beautiful array of delicious items in front of us. Can you tell us a little bit about iconic dessert?
Yes, it is. It is the Dobosh Cake.
Okay.
It's a very famous, very old recipe. It's a 6 layers
All these
cake.
layers, yeah.
And it's chocolate cream with butter, and on the top caramelized the sugar.
Okay.
Very simple cake and very delicious.
This cafe has been open for 162 years, and the Dobosh tort has almost had an equally long history of 135 years. The cake is named after chef Josef Dobosh, who created this tort in 1885. Even more than a century later, Europe is still crazy about this Hungarian delight.
And it's traditional, the Dobosh tort always has this beautiful caramelized
Yes,
top. That's
yes,
one of the signature
yes,
items.
yes.
And I know
It is a very signature one. And sometimes it's funny because sometimes somebody knocking and oh my God, it's so old, or what's going on?
Yeah.
But it's caramel.
It's
you know?
beautiful,
It's
yeah.
crunchy.
那观众朋友们，这是非常有名的 Dobosh tort， 特别的是上面有一片，这个是糖浆做的，所以这个你如果看到 Dobosh tort， 通常是 每一个会有一片糖浆，甜度是 perfect， 然后配上有巧克力，然后又有坚果类的那个味道相当好。And Catalina, I'm just wondering, these two are paired together?
Well, you can eat the cake without wine,
Sure.
but it's much more tasty if you try with a bite of wine too.
Oh my.
It's Tokai.
Oh, Tokai.
There is a certain balance, not only the sweetness, different flavors as well.
贵腐酒通常配甜点是很传统的，那为什么要搭配这样子呢？我光吃蛋糕的时候有很多不同的 flavor， 但是再加上一口的 Tokai wine， 可以把巧克力里头的这种很详细的这种小 flavor 都发挥出来。
The signature caramel layer of the torte is not only delicious, but also prevents the cake from drying out. During the era of limited refrigeration, Dobosh invented this caramel topping to prevent the cake from losing moisture. With a shelf life of up to 10 days, Dobosh also exported this cake to other countries, which soon became very popular. In 1905, near the end of his career, Dobosh donated his recipes, making them available publicly. Dobosh torte has become the signature product of Café Gerbeau, where it has been sold for over a century, along with its famous bonbons.
It's a sour cherry bonbon.
Sour cherry.
Yeah.
In Hungarian, Medj. Yes.
Congratulations, Jason. It's Medj.
Medj.
This is one of our signature bonbon. It's a very, very popular.
Wow.
It's
dark
one
chocolate.
bite. One bite.
One bite.
One bite.
Don't try to break it in half.
Yeah, because it's
gonna.
liquid.
Oh, liquid.
It's liquid.
Okay,
liquid
so here I
inside
go.
it. Be careful.
Wow.
It's cognac inside.
Wow. 有这个酒的香味。Oh my God! I shouldn't talk with.
Do you enjoy it? I explain you. What are you eating now? You know, we have now the Medj season, the sour cherry season. During this season, we buy a lot of fresh sour cherry. We put it in the cognac. And during the winter time, we start to use it. We create from this Medj, from the sour cherry, cognac bonbon. It takes a long time because at first we cover it with a little sugar. It's definitely handmade. After 2 or 3 times, we cover with chocolate. And we have, after finishing the covering, we have to wait approximately 7-8 days.
Okay.
To finalize.
我一咬下去是满嘴喷的这种很香的 cognac 酒，而且这种是酸的樱桃，所以不是我们一般吃的这种甜的，就是只有甜度。这个又有香味，又有酸度，巧克力很薄，然后一吃爆的满嘴都是很香的这种樱桃味道。我刚刚吃完，嘴巴里还是这种樱桃的香味、香气在我嘴巴里。
The snap of the chocolate, the juiciness of the sour cherries, and the heady flavor of cognac combine into a perfect bite. It's no wonder this delight has been popular since 1895. In our next dessert, we finally get to taste the sweet transformation of the apricot.
This is our new favorite.
New favorite.
Yes. I don't remember exactly, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, our pastry chef created this recipe.
Peanut? Is it peanuts?
Peanut
Okay.
apricot.
Oh, wow.
And it's a crunchy layer on down.
Okay.
And light chocolate cream on the top.
And I'm just curious, is it
Menu.
traditional to pair fruits with nuts? Is that
Definitely.
And that's a Hungarian tradition?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We use very often apricot. Apricot and different nuts with apricot. Apricot is a very
traditional.
Yeah, very
Yes.
traditional Hungarian fruit. And apricot is it's an easygoing fruit.
Yes.
Because
It's not an aggressive
yes,
flavor.
Yes,
Okay.
a very
It's friends with
yeah.
lots of other friends. Flavors.
That's it.
蛋糕里头有干杏在里头，所以这种的很香的，有一点像蜜的这种水果味，不会跟花生打架，而是两个配在一起。花生有这种 nutty 的 flavor， 有一点咸咸的，然后跟这个apricot 混合在一起，有一点咸，有一点甜，这样子的味觉在嘴巴里 is 真的很好。我们再来吃一口。
Sitting here in Café Gerbeau, eating cake, enjoying the aroma of coffee and sweet wine, and soaking in the elegance of century-old tradition is such a true delight. Next, Katalin invites me to visit one of their dessert chefs in the kitchen to show me some of the secrets for the classic recipe of Dobosh tort.
我们现在很特别有机会到 Cafe Gerbeau 的底层，在这边 in 的厨房来看一下这边的传统的 Dobosh tort 是怎么样 put together。Oh wow！ 所以现在加的是最传统的 Dobosh tort 是有糖浆的一块在上面，所以这位厨师 Vera 在这边做的，他是很有技术的。这个糖浆是相当烫的，但是你看他那么有技巧，要把它很 carefully 的磨在旁边，到时候蛋糕上的一格一格一格的，到时候切成一片一片，这个是 Dobosh tort 上面的这个 decoration。做这个 Dobosh tort 上面的 caramel layer 是技术要相当好，因为 caramel 的 temperature 一直在这边改变，如果太烫了会把 cake 烧到，但是如果太冷的时候你是不能 spread， 所以这个也是很有技术的。它等这个稍微凝固一下，才有够好的这个稠度，可以把它切过去。太冷或是太热，这个都会失败的。虽然这个 Dobosh tort 已经有100多年的历史，这一家还是保留最传统的 recipe， 所以吃到这个等于是可以想到100多年前人家可以吃到的这种味道是什么。然后你看，它就一格一格的把这个糖浆的分层很漂亮的切的那么漂亮。那你们看一下，因为就是这个硬硬的糖浆的 decoration 可以让这个蛋糕的 moisture 湿度保存久一点。
Don't underestimate the amount of skill needed to create this stunning sugar topping. Anyone who has worked with caramel before knows that to produce an evenly smooth and glassy surface with no bubbles takes quite a bit of experience.
现在 Vera 要把这个糖浆的部分放在蛋糕上头，那你看，你如果不小心一下就手印子也就上去了，所以这个是很有技术。这位 Vera 是有一点紧张，因为这是第一次上镜头。Don't worry, you take your time, take your time. It's fine. Don't worry, it's beautiful. It looks like an orange, like a slice. Yeah.
Do you want to try this?
Oh, please. If I do a bad job and you can't sell this, we will buy it. Don't worry. Okay? 所以我现在就是把旁边的这边要凝固一下。如果你没有把它封好，就是会有一个 gap 在这边，然后到时候那个水分会跑出来。
The chocolate buttercream, of course, not only adds a rich flavor, but importantly also prevents the cake from drying out. This recipe is not a simple one. When Dobosh invented this cake, his method for making the buttercream was a closely guarded secret. Many people tried to imitate it, but none were ever as successful as the original.
So this is it walnut or?
No, it's the sponge.
Oh, crumbled. Oh. 所以很特殊，里头的蛋糕的一层一层，然后再烤那一层，然后把它磨碎，再加在外头上，就是一个食材用到2个不同的方向，再集合在一起，可以给一个不同种的口感。So it's beautiful. 那你看一下，为什么这把刀是插在水里头？那原因是它要把这个 heat up， 到时候切蛋糕的时候，每一个 slice 就是很 perfect 的，连切的时候都是有这种的 technique。然后你可以很清清楚楚的看到里头有一层。Okay, so just slice down. Okay, 那我试试看。And when I'm cutting it, is it this way down or like this? Can you show me one more time? Okay. 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 Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. 所以你看一下这个特别的 Dobosh tort. Can we put a slice here for people to see? Look at all the different layers in here. Thank you for showing us how to make this Dobosh tort. Kusanem sepem. Thank you. Thank you.
What an amazing day. Not only did I taste the world-famous Dobosh tort, but I also got to help in creating this century-old recipe. In this episode, I've been spoiled getting to taste so many delights. Hungarian classics ranging from Michelin-starred chicken liver pate, galuska, and Hungarians' favorite apricots to Dobosh tort, cognac sour cherry bonbons, and even Tokai wine. It's like I've taken a whole cultural journey entirely through food. If you slow down and let yourself enjoy every sip and every bite, the most interesting way to understand the culture of a country will always be through its food. In our next episode, I'm headed to the famous Tokai wine region to learn about the world-renowned Hungarian wines produced there. And I have a special cooking session scheduled with Chef István.